Hi viewers, it's Celeste. It's a Mentally Real Monday. I pick a topic once a week to kind of dive into and unpack. Lately we talked about primary and secondary symptoms. The secondary symptoms are those that, we don't round out enough, in my opinion, with therapy and what have you. It only goes so far. What do we do to work with them? These things like shame that we can pack around with us our whole lives, things like shame that cripple and actually shorten our lifespan. How do you intercede on that? Well, with strengths-based models, it's been evidence-based and shown to create inroads toward greater well-being and self-acceptance. And that's great, right? So if you have self-acceptance and well-being, you're less likely to, take your own life. You're less likely to indulge in self-destructive habits, and it creates harm reduction in a way to start helping those marginalized folks access strengths. And the positive psychology, researchers all kind of got together at the VIA Character Strengths Institute, or VIA Character Institute, I think it's called. And they figured out, hey, what are the main virtues and character strengths that people possess? And they found 24 common character virtues or strengths. And you can go through their website and obtain an inventory of your own high-ranking character strengths. And in our coaching with the Mentally Real Path, we would use your character strengths, the top 4 or 5, to create inroads to your well-being and your enhanced experience of life. For me, an illustration of where character strengths have come in handy is that, my life has gotten kind of dramatic at times and kind of desperate looking, especially from the outside looking in. But I have this unquenchable thirst for knowledge, so a love of learning, and a desire for beauty and excellence. So I really just won't settle. I won't take it. I'm always getting back out there in the arena, trying to dust off the shame and whatever embarrassment I've had from the muchness that I be when I be out in the world. And I seek, that greater understanding, the way to have a virtuous, beautiful, and excellent experience. And though I fall short of that, and I try this fine road of not filleting myself with guilt about falling short of this excellence, I have tried to use it to, make me curious about learning how to deepen and improve my parental effectiveness or relationships or mastery over my mental health. So that has worked. And then the social intelligence or curiosity, that's a character strength that ranks pretty high for me. And I think that's what enables me to get in on startups and do sales and kind of innovate in that way. So bringing something to market instead of settling for, I don't want to say disability, but in a way I can't allow that for myself. I have to try a bit harder and engage in that, finding a way for me to be my neurodiverse self in the world. So you can work with me one-on-one. We can unearth them. You can just go and hobby at it. There's books out there on employing character strengths, and we all deserve to look at ourselves in a positive light, because if you're like me and you've been in the system mental health care for a while, you've probably heard a lot about the ways in which you fall short or you're maladaptive, and it's like beating a dead horse. It's hard to hear. But how many times have you been told in a therapeutic way or in a supportive setting, hey, look, oh, there I see your passion for fairness coming through, and I can tell you're employing, your sense of generosity. It's nice to anchor that stuff in, because we don't get told often enough how awesome we are. So that's why I'm here, to put my, human self out there and share what has kind of helped me pull through really dark times and dig deep. And that's what it takes if you want to master your mental health. And here's to you and your strength.